Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is Right Way J, Right Way Regime Change, Black America Kings. One time form. Back, Cloudy Conversations, episode 14. Yes, 14. Now, I would like to first of all say I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. I hope so. Especially in times that are as trying as these. And oh, are they very trying times indeed. Oh, when I look at the news today, I see what happened in China. China says, hey, we gonna say that y'all black folk got it. That's what we gonna say. We gonna say that, y'all got it. We gonna pin it on y'all, even though the numbers show that the blacks there have the least amount of cases, the absolute least amount. Like, they're at the bottom when it comes to that. So now, when we look at how we defend Asians, fight for them. We give them our lives and our money, and they take it all, and they hold it tight. Oh, do they hold it tight, and they don't let it go for anything. But we keep praising them. We keep giving them the lives that they're looking for. They come to America for prosperity. Nothing more, nothing less. To build their nation up. And oh boy, did they build it up. Because at one time, that China man, you didn't have a China's man chancing it. Ooh, they used to say that, but they don't say it no more. You want to know why? Because they got their money up. They got their power up. And they got their resources up. They got it up to the point that they could look down at people that look like me and say, hey, boy. Thank you for giving me all your fucking money and your resources. And I'm fucking you in the goddamn process. And I'm loving every minute. Woo. I'm loving every minute. Now, what would happen if we began to look at the world through their eyes? The ones who are dominant. What if we began to look at the world through their eyes? And when I say that, I mean this. We look at how exactly they got to where they got to, and look at everything that they have done. Take the good, keep out the bad, and move forward. Now, if we understand what they did to get to what they got, if we were to do the same, would we be looked at as bad people because we're only doing what we see is successful, right? We're only doing, we saw, okay, so y'all got the power like this. Okay, so since y'all got the power this way, so all we got to do is that. So if y'all got the power through lying and cheating and stealing, then I guess we got to do the same. Now, with that being said, It can be looked at as immoral. Yes, absolutely. You can look at it as 1000% immoral. But looking at time, can we say if it did or did not work? Can we say that it did work? Let me say it like that. Even though it's immoral, yeah, I like that. Even if it's immoral, could we say that it worked? I mean, it worked. I'm just saying. I could be saying something crazy, but factually, the methods that this society that dominates this country, be it immoral, fucking worked. Now, it actually brings me to an interesting thought that came to my mind. When the settlers came here, I could be wrong. I'm kind of, but it was mainly the men that came here. Okay. It was the male. As far as from what I know, it was the male. It was the white male. It was the male from the Caucasus Mountains. The males in the Caucasus Mountains said, "You know what? We need to get out of here, man. And we getting the fuck out of here by any means necessary." And guess what they did? They got it by any and all means necessary. And that practice continues today. You want to know why? Because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Nope. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, baby. No. Oh, no. Now, being that we live in this land that we call America, the greatest country in the world. Yes. I remember this joke from Dave Chappelle. They gave us the First Amendment. Freedom of speech. Yay, cool. Say what you want. Say what you will. But I'm going to put that second law, that Second Amendment in there, just in case you get a little loose with your lips. Now, I'm sure by now everybody has seen The Tiger King. I'm sure that I'm totally confident in that. If you haven't seen it by now, you ain't got shit else to do anyway. You're home. What else you got to do? You know what I mean? But it brings, I say that to say this. I was watching the episode where Carol was, where they was discussing Carol and, the disappearance of her husband that some are saying is a death allegedly. I wasn't in the case, but I'm going to just say, I'm going to go from what I saw in that, it looked like she did it. It looked like she did. It's a strong case. I'm not saying she did. I'm not saying that she didn't. I'm just saying it's a very strong case to say that, hey, you look kind of guilty. You look just a little guilty. Just a little bit. Nah, scratch that. You look real guilty. Like, fuck that shit. Like, yo, like, she's like right there. Like, that's that 1% right. You got like a 1% chance of my eyes. That, I'm sorry. He just go missing. You know what I mean? And like, it's just the trail of evidence. Like, I mean, they had an argument. Exactly. Okay, they were arguing in the house. Now they were arguing back and forth. They were arguing back and forth. Um, and the argument got to a point where the husband at the time, put out a restraining order on her. In this restraining order, he made it known. Matter of fact, let me back it up. First of all, people have known that they had their back and forths. Okay, because he wanted to just breed the cats and sell them. She wanted to keep the cats as pets. I feel like I should say that. She wanted to keep the cats as pets. He wanted to breed the cats and sell them, like that. It's a business. He had the money like that. Anyway, so they was beefing about that for the longest time. So in the restraining order, he said, listen, she said that she is going to kill me. I don't feel safe. I do not feel safe in this house. I do not feel safe around this woman. Please take this restraining order and get this woman away from me. I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically what it said. But it is say that she will kill me. Something along the lines of that. The lawyer looked at it. Now this is the kicker. The lawyer looked at it, right? As soon as he saw it, she said she will kill me. As soon as he saw that, he was like, that's dead on arrival right there. I can't do nothing with that. And the interviewer was like, what do you mean you can't do nothing with that? Like, no. This is called free speech. When you say if she just says, I'm going to kill you, that's free speech. This is America. And in America, we do not restrain free speech. We punish it after it is done. In America, we do not restrain free speech. No. We punish it after it is done. Now, this is a lawyer. And as we know, anybody in high power in this nation, they got some type of lawyer-like experience. If you look at it, all the politicians, they all got some type of, like, for the most part, lawyer experience. So when the lawyer said that, I'm like, wait a second, hold on now. You saying that you only punish it after it's done, but you don't restrain it. But yet we have seen countless times where that is not the case, because there are many people who have suffered having their mouths closed, pages shut down. All the minor minister too had his page shut down. Now, you said that you don't restrain free speech, you punish it after it's done. Now, is the punishment restraint? I would really like to know the answer to that question. I really would. Maybe somebody can answer that for me. Now, I want to go back to what I was saying earlier when I was saying how the males in the Caucasus Mountains said, we getting out of here. The males knew, like, I feel like, and this is just me from like what I see, I personally believe that it is on men to be able to help, basically to lay down, let's say at least lay down the foundation for a community that our women and our children can feel safe, be protected, and prosper. And if we as the men cannot produce that, then we have failed. Because every other man in their community, they empower their women. For the most, I'll say it like this: the women know that as far from the dominant side, they know, like, if anything goes down, all I got to do is make a phone call and I can get that man over here to come get you like it ain't nothing. And every other nationality who has a nation that has power knows that if we do anything to them, their nation will stand up and show out. Their nation will stand up and show out. If a black officer was to shoot an Asian woman by accident, God forbid, knocking on wood, I hope that never ever happens. But hypothetically, if that were to happen, that Asian nation would show out. They would raise almighty hell and high water, because they're going to be like, how dare you let them niggas kill one of ours? America, you know how much money we bring you? You know how much you owe us? And you going to let them niggas kill one of ours? You know how much hell we going to raise on you? And America has no problem turning that switch on and shutting us niggas down every single time. Every single time. But that's what it is when you're at the bottom. Sad and unfortunate. Right now, we're at the bottom. Point blank. We're at the bottom. We're not in the ground. We're just at the bottom. Now, the bottom isn't necessarily bad, depending on how you look at it. Depending on how you look at it. The bottom is not bad, and here's why I say this. Without the foundation, what do you have? Without the foundation, what do you have? How long can a building last without the base floor? How long will that house last without the base floor? You won't even have a house. If that base is gone, if that foundation is gone, that house is nothing. So if you think about it from that perspective, so if we're like, so y'all built this big house on top of us, and we're holding it up. We're holding it up. So if we're like, you know what? Let go. The house will fall. And then everybody will be on the bottom. Now, I know I asked this question before, but I'm going to ask it again. And this time I'm going to add a little bit more details, because I really been thinking. All right, okay. Now, let's say a black man is with a Caucasian woman. Okay? A black man, Caucasian woman. Now, let's say that they've been together for 3 years. 3 years. 3 whole years. 1, 2, 3. So they love each other. You love each other. Yeah, love each other. You met her family, she met your family. Everybody cool. Now, let's say later on, you find out, you find out that her great-great-great-grandfather was a slave owner. And he owned your great-great-great-grandfather. And through him owning your great great grandfather, that family amassed. Let me just throw out a number just to make it easy. Like, let's say they amassed like $100 million off of the enslavement of your ancestors, of your great grandfather. All right. Now you bring this to your woman. Okay. Now when you bring this to your woman, now you show all the evidence. Now she could say one or two things. Either you're right and we should go see my family about this, or you're wrong and I'm not giving you nothing. Now, if she responds with the no, I'm not giving you nothing, could you look at her the same? Could you look at her the same? Could you look at her the same? If you know and she knows that her family got all of that money because of you, could you look at her the same? And if you could look at her the same, would you feel that you are entitled to some of that money? And if you feel that you're entitled to some of that money, let's say you go to the family. Let's run it back. Okay. So let's run it back because I'm going too far with it. Let's leave it right there. Now, let's say she says, yes, you're right. Let's go to my family and let's see what we can do. Now, you go to the family. You tell the family the same story. The family looks at you and says, nah, we ain't giving you nothing. Thanksgiving next year. You think you can go? Do you really think you can sit down and have Thanksgiving dinner with them after that? Like, you know, would it be awkward knowing that? And then, because understand, it could hypothetically get to a point where the woman may have to choose. Because I would think in that situation, the woman would have to choose, like, okay, I can stay with him or I can ride it out with my family. And let's just hypothetically say the family is like, okay, you already know the whole story and we ain't giving him nothing. And you still with him. Now, it can work one or two ways. You can either lose this trust fund that we got set up for you for about 25 mil. You can keep that, you can keep that and break up with him. Or you can go be with him and be broke. Now, if she has that type of money, like as a trust fund, then trust me, she has a very particular lifestyle that she has become accustomed to. And if for whatever reason, that man cannot provide that type of lifestyle that she is used to, it is nothing for her to go back to her family and be like, hey, you know what? I ain't with dude no more. Like, we broke up. So it can go many ways, or it can go many ways, or it can turn into a crazy love story where it's like she'll pretend to break up with him, get the money, and then they run away together. It could possibly work like that. We don't know. There's a number of scenarios here. Like, I'm just calling out a few. But anyway, I have been on here for way too long, but I just wanted to come out here and just share some thoughts and everything and just get out some emotions and things that's been going on. Again, I hope everybody's staying safe out there with that coronavirus, man. I know it's crazy out here right now. Please, everybody, stay safe, stay protected. Just get your money up. Like, I'm learning more about stocks now. You know, I ain't fully. I'm learning about it, and I mean, I'm seeing like it's really nothing to get into it, and I'm really looking at it. And I'm thinking it's like, you know, kind of like the housing crisis where like the market is down, but then after a while it's gonna go right back up. I mean, that's just me, but I just want to leave y'all with that quick little note right there. Anyway, follow me, Right Way J, Instagram. Follow me, Twitter, Right Way J, the number 1. SoundCloud, Right Way J. Spotify, Right Way J. Excuse me. Twitter. I'm sorry, not Twitter. YouTube. Excuse me, YouTube, Right Way J. Stay tuned. I have definitely a lot more coming. I appreciate y'all. Cloudy Conversations. 2 fingers to the next song.